very good morning to you. You're watching the Morning News Hour. I'm Pratibha, and first, let's get you details that are coming in the NEET controversy. Remember, students have been waiting. There are allegations that the NTA has been compromised, the opposition seeking complete dismantling, and Centre, in its fresh affidavit, has filed on the directions of the Supreme Court on the 8th of July, stating that technical analysis of the NEET 2024 data shows that neither there were any indications of mass malpractice nor were there local set of candidates being benefited. In fact, technical analysis carried out by the experts of the IIT Madras has also been mentioned in this affidavit that has been filed by the Centre. So ahead of the hearing, the Centre has filed the fresh affidavit in the case in the Supreme Court. Legal editor Harish Nair joining us on the broadcast with the details. Harish, this is the Centre denying mass malpractices completely, saying that an analysis has been conducted in this regard, but there is no indication of mass malpractice.
Yes, good morning, Pratibha. In fact, ahead of the crucial Supreme Court hearing, now, as you rightly said, the Centre and the NTA, that is the National Testing Agency, has filed fresh affidavit focusing on extent of leak, beneficiary students, and strongly oppose retest, saying that no widespread malpractice has been found. Retest cannot be ordered on unsupported apprehensions. Technical analysis by IIT Madras shows no indication of mass malpractice, and overall increase in marks is attributable to 25% reduction in syllabus. And the NTA also slammed the alleged Telegram video leak and says it was edited to show that paper leak happened on May 4, while date of exam was May 5. It also claims that paper leak in Patna and Savai Madhopur is not true, and steps have begun to segregate students, those who indulge in unfair means, from others. The report says that so far only 47 candidates, that is 17 in Patna and 30 in Godhra, have been suspected to be indulged in paper leak and irregularities related to OMR sheets. 153 cases of unfair means have been reported. A committee has recommended for the withholding of the results of 81 candidates and debarment of 54 candidates up to 3 years. And during counselling, if it is found that any candidate is beneficiary of any malpractice, candidature of such person would be cancelled at any stage during the counselling process, and candidate obtaining such high marks are spread across multiple cities and multiple centers, indicating very less likelihood of malpractice, and toppers are scattered across 95 centers in 56 cities. And this diverse distribution highlights the widespread participation and competitive spirit among students from different regions and educational background, and nothing else. It does not signify, it does not show that there was a widespread breach of confidentiality, and therefore there is no need of a retest, and there is no need for cancellation of this year's NEET. Back to you, Pratibha.
Okay, all right. So, Harish, at a time when there are students protesting, the students had been asking for the NEET examinations to be conducted again. The opposition is also up in arms against the Centre, saying that the NTA needs to be dismantled completely. Allegations of mass malpractice, but the Centre in its affidavit essentially has not just denied it completely, but has also gone on to say there is an increase of 550 of marks between 550 to 720, and attributing this increase to the reduction in the syllabus. So saying, in a sense, that there is no mass malpractice whatsoever in the case. So the Centre has denied the allegations that have been leveled against the NTA.
Yes, that's right, Pratibha. In fact, the NTA is attributing the high score, that is around 67 students have got 720 out of 720, and they attribute it to overall increase in marks attributable to 25% reduction in syllabus. And more importantly, they say that these toppers are in fact scattered across 95 centers in 56 cities, which means that there was no conspiracy. They were not sitting together for the examination, and this diverse distribution highlights the widespread participation and competitive spirit among students from different regions and educational background. And so there's no proof of paper leak or the group beneficiary. And why this, Pratibha, why, and in fact, the report of Madras IIT is important, is because Supreme Court has very categorically said, in a situation where the breach in sanctity of exam affects entirety of process, and it is not possible to segregate those who are the beneficiaries of wrongdoing from others, then a retest will be required. But where the breach is confined to specific areas or centers, and if it is possible to identify those who are beneficiaries, it may not be appropriate because career of 23 lakh students are involved.
Okay, all right. Harish, thank you for joining us with those details. Hearing is going to resume amid that the centre filing an affidavit and saying that there has been no mass malpractice whatsoever, saying that students have obtained high marks and this is spread across multiple cities and multiple centres, and this indicates that there is very less likelihood of malpractice. So the centre, in a sense, has said that there has been no malpractice in the NEET examinations, also going on to say that there is no need for reconduction of the examinations. So the centre, in its fresh affidavit that we've accessed on Times Now, on the directions of the Supreme Court. Remember, the Supreme Court had asked the centre to file its fresh affidavit in the case, and the centre in the affidavit has gone on to say that there is no indication of mass malpractice, and also saying there is no indication that local set of candidates in one particular area had benefited.